Government is necessary. That is something that has been recognized for nearly as long as there have been human societies. With settled society, which first began roughly 12,000 years ago, began the emergence of agriculture. And for the first time, people could develop a surplus. This made it necessary to develop a system to organize people and resources. In other words, a government.
No, the judicial independence. I can make sure that anti-corruption agencies is
And after more than 2 years of political turmoil, he'll be looking to keep his new government strong and united. Mr. Anwar says he has the numbers for that.
I am shocked and bitterly disappointed with the decision of the judges.
Born in 1951, Rosmah binti Mansor, also known as the 6th Malaysian First Lady, has been ordered by the Kuala Lumpur High Court to defend herself against 3 charges regarding the corruption on 18 February 2021. Like a wolf in sheep clothing, this mother of 2 has been faced charges regarding the solar hybrid project for 369 rural schools.
In this documentary, I will take you to the most unsolved mystery regarding the solar hybrid project in Sarawak involves Rosmah Mansor. Not only that, many cases related to her has not yet been solved, leaving Malaysians with unanswered questions.
Rosmah binti Mansor is the second wife of the former Prime Minister of Malaysia, Najib Razak. Like her husband, she was implicated in the One Malaysian Development Berhad scandal, which is 1MDB. On the 1st September of 2022, she was found guilty of corruption in relation to a school electricity project. Rosmah is accused of asking for 187.5 million ringgit and 2 charges of receiving bribes amounting to 6.5 million ringgit from Saidi Abang Samsudin, who was then the managing director of Jepat Holding Sendirian Berhad through her former assistant Datuk Rizal Mansor as a reward for helping Jepat Holdings acquire a project worth of 1.25 million ringgit.
The solar hybrid project tender are supposed to have schools in Sarawak that still depends on power generator in order to supply electricity. Proposed by the Jepat Holding Sendirian Berhad, this solar hybrid project and its implementation was awarded and approved by the former Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Razak.
On the 18th of February 2021, she was ordered to defend herself against 3 charges after the prosecution has successfully proved a prima facie case against her. She was fined 303 million ringgit and sentenced to 10 years of imprisonment. But until today, there had been no information indicating that she had been imprisoned. Has the allegation against her had been withdrawn without our knowledge?
Not only that, since 16 May 2018, Malaysian Police has searched 6 property that linked to Rosmah and Najib as a part of investigation of 1MDB scandal. Regarding the issue, is Rosmah really involved in the case, or she just a scapegoat for corruption in Malaysia? Thus, this case assured us to crack the unsolved mystery of this deep, dark secret.
Focus in office corruption and office politics most of all because I'm working in a industry where a lot of corruption is happening, but it's not about corruption. I'm aware about is it's not just in the office, it's also happening even though we're in Mama or in the university itself.
Basically not only at workplace.
Yes, true, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's eating us alive. I think it's eating the country alive. So corruption is actually something like it's the worst virus for any country lah. So as long as you have corruption, going on and people taking and people applying and people living with corruption, I think we will never grow.
At one time, public didn't realize all these things because corruptions normally what people know or public at large realize only on the small scales. Okay. So when we are talking about Rosmah Mansur, is a wife of former Prime Minister, meaning to say when she's involved, the thing is big. So based on this case, if you realize, you see, there is about solar energy in Sarawak. We suppose billions of dollars spent for the advantage of public, for the rural especially, but at the end of the day, it's not happening. It flows somewhere else. Some to the pocket, some to the business and all that. So the impact, the direct impact is that public at large, which is supposed to receive the advantage for the utilities, then they are being denied because the money is go to somewhere else, not to the development, to the supplies of the solar panels and all that. Okay. So finally, if we look back, what happened, meaning to say that when national income that's supposed to be spent for the public, at the end of the day, just the advantage taken by few personnel.
So we can conclude that public are actually aware of problem corruption that happened in Malaysia, but still the case remain increased per year. Stay tuned for more explanation.
Madani government ni, I think we are moving slight to a better state lah. Okay, maybe looking to what our government have done. I think few initiatives have done, and this prove something to say like positive lah. Okay, we are in the middle, not showing that we are at good or at this good state, but because we look at this position pun, we are very far from to say like developed country, of course, and we are not that serious lah. The country is the very worst case, like negara African countries, most of them are at this worst state kan. We are not that in a very we cannot be complacent lah, because the changes are very slight. It's not that proof very it's not proof very obvious, but maybe we are at the good move lah because of the new government. Okay, but many things to be done lah. Okay.
Corruption is not as what we think. You just give money, I take your money. You give money. Corruption is in every level, on every views. You don't limit your views of corruption in terms of economic only. We have a corrupted of mind corruption. So when we have this type of corruption, I believe you are focusing on economy. But I need to explain to you that corruption is not only in economy. We have corrupted in every subject matter. We have corruption in knowledge too. Plagiarism is corruption of knowledge. You see? Cheating in finance is corruption. Corruption in terms of integrity. So if you're focusing in economy, if you want to look at Malaysia context, Malaysia is in the middle. We are in the middle. We are in a right track to achieve a most clean countries. But much to do, because corruption in Malaysia is embedded in every sector, every ministerial level, every state level, every local government level. We have corruption cases. Even if you go to the smallest part of the government agencies at the rural area, I can give you the examples, but I cannot tell you the name of these local government agencies. Right, very far away from us, at Sabah, at the rural area, still corrupted. Means corruption is not in the upper level. It has been go through the root. And the idea of corruption is no longer around the government servant. No, it goes to even the corporate sectors, to the students, and to the graduates.
What is happening here in Malaysia, talking about corruption, is not just because of one man or one woman fault. Okay, it is actually, we may say, like, I think Dato' Sri Anwar said this is systemic problem. You cannot blame only one individual, katakan the former PM ke, this, kalau tak, believe me, it doesn't solve the problem. Okay, corruption ni dia dah inherent, dah diwarisi dan dia dah embedded so bad lah in the system. So it's not just a man at the top, but from the whole structures are corrupt. So now we're blaming one individual. So it's very unfair. And as I said, tak boleh selesai masalah ni. You cannot blame because the system now is towards that. So all the layers involved, it's not easy. So itu yang I think the students should understand lah. Okay, along with that, another one is because of the culture lah, culture factor, which is the culture ni masalah. What the cause of why in Malaysia this so rampant? Because of the culture. Okay, a culture that whether we realize or not, it is already embedded in the system, our mindset. Punca utamanya is actually it's not, it happened to say, I don't say everyone, tapi ini benda yang whether we realize or not, sometimes we have tolerated with these kinds of behavior. Contoh macam kita kabur, we are fail to distinguish mana satu kepentingan kita, mana what is difference between the official work and the personal one. Failing to distinguish this, that's the main cause. Okay, to say like Rosmah is not, of course he is out there, he's not in the meeting, but maybe someone who are close to him, proxy kan, risau. Memang we know that politik cannot interfere in administration, fine, okay, he is outside, but there is someone yang represent her to be in the meeting and decide for him, for her. This is happening kan. Ini yang make it rosak ni.
Issue now is why, at the first place, why you as Prime Minister wife have contract with government projects. That should be stopped. That's what the Prime Minister is doing now, removing all the contracts for their wife, for the sibling, for his brothers and so on. We cannot repeat this anymore. Stop it forever. What Prime Minister giving project to wife, giving project to his sons, giving project to his brothers. What is this nonsense is all about? That's where the corruption issue started, because you are the prime leader. You are the first person after Neptun Agong, then you are the prime minister. You don't show a ethical leadership. That's what happened in the Rosmah Mansur case. Najib Tun Razak should, I think at the first place, should stop his wife involved in government project, government tenders and so forth. Because we know when you have the power, people willing to be with you. First. Second, we talk about the issues per se. That one is for schools. Should be directly given to the school. Do not use any intermediaries. This happen when cronyism and nepotism take into action in governance, in economic governance. That's why we rejected nepotism and cronyism in governance. For a good governance, cronyism, nepotism must be stopped. You must give award or give this project, award the project to the most qualified contractors. Second, you need to ask, is Rosmah have specialty in solar system? No, he's not in the subject. Why should she get this project? Because of her companies, her sibling companies, or what? That's the issue it arises. That's why we don't blame her. As I told you, I don't have any problem with Rosmah Mansur. The problem is you are dealing with public money, taxpayer money. people look at how you handle this money. You are giving millions ringgit to a project. At the end, the project doesn't have any significant impact to the nation, even to the society, even to the schools. This is school children money. So don't give nonsense excuses. Our government moving toward green technology. That's why government introduced solar system. And this solar system is among the initiative for green technology in Malaysia. Very sad that we have a case where she involved in corruption. I think it's not only impacted the school, it impacted the nation building, it impacted our policy, green technology policy. Suppose 2023, 2024, we are talking about implementation of green technology, but now we don't have even the project pun tidak, not in the action anymore.
It's not about integrity, of course, it's a must. Second is about the leadership at work ni, yang dekat kementerian ni, whether they are betul kepimpinan yang betul layak atau tidak. So we need a very talented one, bukan ialah integrity of course, tapi the one who are really capable, caliber and experienced one. I should be there in the system. Kalau tak, semua ni cannot. Bukanlah rasuah-rasuah, integrity of course yang cannot compromise, tapi dari segi nak mengurus, manage and administer the running of the organisation, the agencies. It's also important.
Many other mechanism you just can look at. All the writing, the reports given by the commission. Beside the public complaint bureaus, you can submit document to SPRM as a whistleblower. You also can use social media. Now people are using this called Telegram to distribute information on corruption. So a government, a governance need to be careful on media social. They have the power to reveal information who's involved in corruption. I think this one should be the mechanism. Government should rethink on information distribution in social media. I believe this one is one of good mechanism. Yeah, let the people know that you are doing corruption. But to stop corruption, you must stop both. Receiving, those yang receive, and those the giver. Those yang give the money and receive the money. Both must be stopped.
We have heard a few explanations from our experts and their thoughts regarding corruption in Malaysia. What do we learn from this?
Is she really innocent? Or she's the real power of evil?